Isn't my room pretty? Well, not really. It's completely cluttered and messy and totally not organized. I even have a shoe rack on the bed. I am doing some laundry right now, and I just emptied out the apartment earlier this morning and this afternoon. Now that I'm back here at my mom's house in the spare bedroom at my mom's house, guest room, I should say, the things I've decided to bring over are mainly my shoes, a couple of bags, and clothes. Oh, and my computer. So I need to make this room look a little better, including that giant tower of clean clothes. The dresser is practically full, but I don't have anything hanging in the closet yet. My mom's stuff is on one side of the closet. This side is the only empty side. But I don't feel like doing this all right now, right this second. My back is hurting. I'm sore everywhere. I've been lifting couches with Jim in the storage unit, reorganizing the storage unit. I've been lifting boxes and bending and twisting and turning, and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So I'm really not going to show you all of this right now. If you're lucky, this video will have a little bit of an improvement, and that's all you need. That's all you need to keep going on your days, right? If you are trying to find motivation to do the entire room and it's just too overwhelming, don't do that to yourself. Just do one little thing. So what one little thing am I going to do? I'm going to do some laundry, and I'll probably put the clean clothes with the other clean clothes, and then I'll hang them up later. But this thing is what I'm going to work on right now, getting the bed cleared off, so if I feel like laying down, the shoe rack is not on the bed. So I'll probably go through these shoes and only put what fits on the shoe rack. Yeah, that's probably all I'm going to do, honestly. And that will probably all you need to watch me do. And next time you'll watch me do something else, and next time you'll watch me do something else, and next time you'll watch me do something else. And maybe eventually this room will not be as disgusting as it is right now. It's not disgusting, it's just not kept nicely. And I know it's making my mom go a little nuts, but that's okay. She knows I'm moving this weekend, so she's cutting me some slack. I also work 2 jobs. I stopped door dashing in December, so I'm not done door dashing. I will probably pick it back up as soon as I'm done with this move, but I really cannot do too much. I'm already overwhelmed. I'm already doing too much. Let's watch the hyperspeed video of me getting this shoe rack figured out, shall we? Let's go. I found a song I had never heard before, and I really like it. I love the lyrics, I love the beat, I love everything about it. It's a new song for me. It's by Charlotte Lawrence called The Joke's on You, and I just changed up the first little bit, and I'm gonna sing my version of it, even though I'm not very good at this. So let's just have fun with it and give it a try. Drown me to death as I take my last breath. I'm drowning here, can't believe you, dear. I've lied to you, and I liked it too, but my knees are bruised from kneeling to you. I've had enough, but you're too hard to quit. We've had our fun, now your sugar makes me sick. I've lied to you, and I liked it too. My makeup's ruined, and now I'm laughing through my tears. I'm crying through my fears. But baby, if I had to choose, the joke's on you. The joke's on you. God knows I've tried to be kind, but I just won't lay down and die wearing a fake smile. The joke's on you. Here's my cleaning for the day. My heart's gone bad, now it won't be for you. You had your laugh, now I won't play the fool. I've lied for you, and I liked it too. But I'm black and blue from bleeding for you. You struck the match for me out so fast. Look what we've had, now it turns to ash. I've lied for you, and I liked it too. My makeup's ruined, and now I'm laughing through my tears. I've crying through my fears. But baby, if I had to choose, the joke's on you. The joke's on you. God knows I've tried to be kind, but I just won't lay down and die in a fake smile. The joke's on you. Ominous music. Oh, I love it. It's great.
Later that same evening.
I'm not gonna lie. Hello in there. Hi. Hi. I'm not gonna lie. I took a large break between doing the closet and cleaning up this area. I probably had a 3 or 4 hour break watching This Is Us, you know, with the big three. Kate, Kevin, and Randall Pearson, and Rebecca. Jack, awesome. Family, if you know who I'm talking about. Oh, I was forbidden to watch this show years ago because of episode 1, season 1, the very first minute, if you know what I'm talking about. That got me in a lot of trouble, and I would try to secretly watch it when I could, despite all of that. But of course, as depression goes, and anyway, as it all happened, I didn't ever get to watch it, and so now I'm watching it in my mother's guest room on the bed that I'm welcome to stay on and pay rent for, and watching it on my computer. And I just got done watching several episodes, but the ones that I love and paint a very great emotional word picture for my life is season 2, episode 13 and 14, Super Bowl Sunday. I think is one of the names of one of them. But if you know which one I'm talking about, I don't want to give you any spoilers if you haven't watched it. But if you know what Super Bowl Sunday means to the Pearsons, you will understand my life. My father died when I was also just 17 years old. My father also died unexpectedly. And he was the rock in my life that I was looking forward to having for the rest of my life. I also have a overeating addiction issue. Somebody's calling me randomly. I don't know who it is. Hello? Anyways, I got a call. No, I was trying to say. My dad also died the same year that the Titanic was big in the movie theater. It was interesting that they talk about so many things that are very parallel to my life, because I had a conversation with my dad about Titanic shortly before he died. The movie Titanic, and how it wasn't really exactly like the real events of the Titanic. And was Jack and Rose really on the Titanic, or is it just a made-up story? And we talked about that because I was fascinated with the love story part of it, right? Just like I was fascinated with the Titanic thing in Vegas that I went to. I was more interested in the stories, the actual stories, than I was in the artifacts that they had found and recovered from the Titanic. I don't know why I got off on the tangent of Titanic, but anyways, they also mention quite a bit parallel to the grief and the remorse, and everything's just so very similar to where I'm going in my life and the things that I'm recovering from therapy. And there's also a point where Randall says to his brother that it's coming up on 20 years and we have been without our father longer than we had him. And I remember that thought totally freaking me out, because my dad died when he was 38 years old. And when I turned 38 years old, that freaked me out, because that didn't make sense to me how I could outlive my father. It didn't make sense to me how I could turn 39, and my dad never got a chance to turn 39. It didn't make sense to me how I could turn 40, and my dad never got to see his 40s. And so I'm bawling my eyes out tonight with this show because of how much it's just hitting those trigger points on my heart. And it's good cries and good, healthy, like, cathartic cries. And, the love that Jack shows his daughter when she's singing. And he films her through the mirror when she doesn't want to be filmed, because he's trying to encourage her to love herself and to see her the way he wants her to see herself. He just keeps loving her. And I remember my dad being very loving and encouraging, and I know my dad would say a lot of the similar things that Jack said to his daughter Kate. And then you've also got, see, if you're not a big fan of the show, you're probably not going to have any clue what I'm talking about, but you should totally watch the show. It's very good. They write it so freaking well, and then so I'm just going to talk about it for a second. The reason why, the thing about the self-love and just knowing your worth and knowing how awesome you are and stuff like that, those are the same words that Brian, my therapist, is telling me every week. He's reminding me every week that I have self-worth and I don't have to do anything fantastic or worthwhile in order to be treated well. I don't have to jump through hoops to make others happy in order to be respected. I get to be respected anyway. I get to have self-love anyway. I get to have self-respect anyway. And if I don't see that within myself, I will never demand it from others. I will never demand it from my husband or my kids or my boss or my friends or my mother. Like, I won't value myself if I don't believe in that in myself. Does that make sense? And that's what Jack was trying to get Kate to see, is that I hope you can see yourself the way I see you. And she says, well, it just hurts because nobody else sees me that way. And so she just thought her dad was just blowing smoke up her butt. But when she watched her own video of him filming her, she saw the love in his eyes. She saw the love in his eyes, and she realized that she wants that. She wants to love herself the way her dad loves her, and I want to love myself the way my dad loves me, and I think I'm getting there, you know? And then she finds Toby, who loves her unconditionally. And he just keeps showing up for her and keeps showing up for her, and that made me cry too. Because while I'm crying to you, my husband's calling me. Him and the kids are coming over to come take me out to dinner because I've just been a big ball of mess. I just don't want to be here. I want to be with my kids. I want to be with my husband. I want to be in my fantasy little land of make-believe and pretend like my life is okay. Because being at my mom's house, it doesn't feel empowering. It feels like my world is a shambles and I'm a 40-year-old woman who doesn't have her shit together. And at least at my apartment, I felt like I was empowered and I could keep my hamster wheel spinning long enough to fool myself. But this is really a good wake-up call to be here for, what, 6 days now? 7 days? And I'm realizing that I want to get back to my kids. I've always known that, but I'm realizing I'm willing to give my husband another chance. I don't know, maybe I'm just extremely emotional. Maybe I shouldn't give him a chance, but he just keeps showing up for me. He keeps helping me. He helped me move today. He helped me move last weekend. He's been helping me all week. And he keeps just showing up, and he's like the epitome of what I want in a man when he's not jealous, you know? I'm gonna see what he wanted. I'm gonna call him on my other phone here. I know I'm silly. I have 2 phones.
Hello.
Sorry, I missed your call. What's up?
We just got in the truck.
Okay. So I'll see you in a few minutes?
So yeah, we're going down Greenway right now. Okay?
Okay.
So when you feel like it's been long enough for me to get closer to it, then you go ahead and take off.
Oh, I thought you guys were coming over here.
Oh, we can come over and pick you up.
Okay. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
She has my skateboard.
Did you bring Brooklyn's skateboard, or is that still at your apartment?
I have it. It's in my car.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Alright, bye guys.
Okay.
Love you. See you, bye. Oh, I'm such a big baby. I cleaned up this room really quick knowing that they were coming over. I thought they were coming over. And so that's where those last 2 videos came from, was with me tidying up this room really fast. That's still stuff I have to go through, so that's definitely going to be a future video. And because I don't have a lot of drawer space, I decided to put socks and underwear, bras up there in those 2 bins. I'm also going to stack like stretchy pants down here by my shoes, and then I'll have these drawers and those drawers, and then I'll have half of a closet to put stuff up in. So this room is coming together. I know that some people might wonder, why doesn't she just move back in with her husband and kids if that's what she wants? I'm afraid that I can't trust myself right now, and that's the truth. If I move in right now out of desperation and loneliness and sadness and grief and all those feelings that are scary, right? Nobody wants to deal with those feelings. I'm afraid that if I make a decision and move back in with my husband prematurely when we're not ready yet, I will regret it, and I will fight my way out, and I won't want to be there, or I'll be miserable or depressed, or I'm afraid that I won't. I'm afraid I'll be making the decisions for the wrong reasons. If I make a decision to move in with my husband, I want to make a decision in a healthy space where I feel like I've addressed my issues with my mom, I've addressed issues with my fears, I've addressed issues, and I'm committed 3 months to this room. I've committed 3 months to living here, and I don't know what the next 3 months are going to look like, but if you're on this journey with me and you're watching me fall apart and pick myself up again and fall apart again, pick myself up again, then thank you. I don't care if people think I'm attention hungry or whatever you think it is. I was blessed with the gift of storytelling in a probably annoying way, but at least I don't mind sharing my story, because I scoured the internet years ago looking for someone who could identify to the words that I was writing in my own journal, and nobody was exactly like me. I wrote words like slob, and I found Dana K. White, slob. I wrote words like ashamed, and I found Oprah, and I found people who would write really well words about feeling ashamed and feeling like, and Oprah's story about how she got pregnant when she was a teenager and she felt so ashamed. And I never had those exact experiences, but I kept looking for the internet to find my answers. And that's why I write and I vlog. I blog and I vlog. I write my story, and then I also tell it on video because I feel like there's probably someone out there that can benefit even just one story. They might find some way of relating to it, and they might need someone out there that has helped them feel a little less alone. And that's what I was looking for years ago, and I still look for people like me all the time. So if you're like me and you relate, if you have anything that you relate to, I really appreciate you for commenting and sharing and emailing me or subscribing or liking or whatever. I don't have any shame in sharing my story. And if you think I should, then what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? If you think I should be ashamed and I shouldn't share my story, what are you afraid of? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to share my story because my time on this earth will be gone someday, and all I'll have left is my story. My story and my legacy, my children who will carry my story forward. That's all I'll have left. This is me. This is me. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, this took a total emotional turn. Thank you. Bye.